What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got, I will just say four stories. It's really just two stories though, and no questions. So without further ado, let's jump into our tech news. First story of the day is the specs, the official specs of the Galaxy Tab S9, S9 Plus, and S9 Ultra. It's looking like a very, very, very nice tablet so far. So here are the specs. So Ishan Agarwal is saying that all the S9 series will get the IP68 dust and water certification, 4 speakers, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, optical fingerprint sensor, S Pen with bilateral charging for all. Tab S9 Ultra will have a 14.6-inch dynamic AMOLED display. It'll have, cameras, which you'll probably never use. 11,200 milliamp battery, up to 16 gigs and 1 terabyte of storage. The Tab S9 Plus will be 12.4 inches dynamic AMOLED, which is great to see there, going away from the LCD. 10,090 milliamp battery, up to 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage. S9, the base version, will have an 11-inch AMOLED display, 8,400 milliamp battery, up to 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. I'm liking what I see, especially with the Plus and the regular version, boosting the RAM up on those, and also putting AMOLED displays. So those are going to be, I think those are going to be hot sellers for people. I don't even know. You know what? I'm gonna have to pay for this with my own money. I don't know if I'll end up getting the Tab S9 Plus. I feel like when I had it before, I used it some. I was using it, and then I've been trailed off with the tablets again. So we'll see what happens. I'll definitely get my son the S9 though. And the last story of the day has to do with a somewhat cracking problem. When my friend, he had just started using his Google Pixel Fold, and when he was opening and closing it, he'd get like a snapping noise. I don't have that. I mean, I can hear like my case do it or whatever. I'll take my case off. I asked him if it was his case, and let you see the video in a second, but sounds great. Just, I can hear the phone opening and closing, but I don't hear any like issue with it. So his had this issue. So let me play it out. I increased the volume a lot so that you could hear it. But when you listen back to it, again, I asked him if it was the case. He said it happened with the case and without the case. And then later on the day, it all stopped. So it's kind of interesting. He said he didn't do anything to personally fix it. It kind of just stopped the snapping sound. So he didn't have any other issues besides that snapping sound. The phone wasn't broken, something wasn't not working, everything was fine. It was just making that weird kind of noise. So I'm wondering if something had gotten into it during the production of the phone, some kind of dust or dirt or something like that. And then it just kind of worked its way out the more he kind of opened and closed it. I did blur the video a little bit because he had some, text messages and stuff like this. That's why the video is not clear. But interesting stuff. If you have this issue, I probably wouldn't worry about it too much right now, especially if it ends up going away. His went away. He put his case back on, did it without the case, and it still wasn't making that noise, which was good at the end of the day. Just wanted to throw that out there, that if you do have this, don't freak out, but it is something to know that you might not be the only person that is actually happening to. Question of the day is, if you have the Pixel Fold or a folding phone, do you have any issues with it right now? And if so, what is the issue? Do you have an issue like this where it's making some kind of weird noise, or did the screen break? Or let us know in the comments down below. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below. #question, ask your question. Thanks for watching. We'll see you down the road. Peace.